Oh, good afternoon. It's Tuesday afternoon. It's April the 21st. Certainly doesn't feel like April the 21st outside, does it? I have some interesting information actually about that, which we'll get to in a moment. But really an interesting day of weather. Clouds, a little sunshine, gusty winds, scattered precipitation. It's a potpourri of weather outside. The only thing we're missing is warm temperatures. That's what we want most, isn't it? I'm not going to get there anytime soon either, unfortunately. All I need, whiteboard weather, baby. Welcome on this Tuesday afternoon once again. And sunset tonight while we're on topic here. I'm looking down at my notes. Sunset tonight is at 8:05, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. I hope you're having, thus far, a great Tuesday afternoon. And I'm seeing carryover from the comments this morning regarding the weather this April. Basically, I think the overall communal sentiment is this April sucks. And for the most part, I think you'd be right. To that end, I looked back. In March, the warmest temperature we had March was 77. The warmest we've had April, 70 degrees. March was 6 degrees above average. But it was a March like we normally get it. We had some warm spells, some cool spells. April has been more like March than March actually was. Does that make sense? The mean temperature difference between March and April is only a half a degree. April being just a half a degree warmer than March was. And March was 6 degrees above average. Now, April is supposed to be a step up from March, but it has not been that. It has been pretty much a step sideways. There hasn't been much of a step or leap forward. So those are the numbers. April is, March times 2. March squared, whatever you want to say. March madness continues in April. So those are the actual numbers. Good news is, and I always try and find some, the gusty winds that are still outside right now will be lightening up and lessening this evening. Skies will be clearing out, and we will get back to some sunshine again tomorrow. Not necessarily warm temperatures, but a little warmer than it is this afternoon, which is mainly in the 40s. Let's take a look at my homepage. It's PittsburghWeatherNow.com. This is the home for everything whiteboard weather. Also, a real easy place where you can find a nice little link to vote for Best of the Berg 2020. We have less than 2 weeks to get the votes in. You can vote once a day. You can vote multiple times a day if you're so inclined for your favorite meteorologist in Pittsburgh for 2020. We won it last year. We're going for back-to-back, baby. So you can click on the link right there at the top of the homepage. Also, nice little link to get your whiteboard weather merchandise, Pittsburgh Weather Now shop link located right there on the homepage. And at this point, you're probably still going to need a sweatshirt, but there are t-shirts available as well. Scrolling further down the page, you can access the whiteboard weather theme song, which you just heard a few moments ago. You can also access Braun Boston and Associates All-Weather Wealth Tips, the Buell Insurance Agency Photo Gallery, and Martin Lawn Services photos and videos from the job site. So lots of cool stuff there, and including today, I put up a new sort of blog-type article that talks about Virga. Not Viagra, Virga. V-I-R-G-A. Don't get me started. It's Virga. You can click on it and read all about Virga. It's a type of weather phenomenon. So there you go. Speaking of weather, let's check out some current conditions. As we talked about this morning, numbers mainly in the mid to upper 40s this afternoon. 42 Newcastle, 47 in Pittsburgh, still 50 in Washington. We've been seeing some sunshine sneak in and out of clouds this afternoon. Also, those gusty winds, you can see west-northwest winds sustained 15 to 20, some gusts of 30 and 35 being observed at this hour. As I mentioned, though, they'll be tapering off and lightening up those winds as we head down through this evening. Here is a look at the current radar picture. Still some precipitation crossing the area. And even though temperatures are well in the 40s, the atmosphere aloft is still plenty cold, and there are a few spots that have reported sighting a few flakes in the air this afternoon. Nothing significant, but there could be a flake or two flying mixed in with a few scattered rain showers, which will be also tapering off as we head down through the early part of this evening. We'll get a nice little ridge of high pressure building in, which will help to clear out the skies in terms of clouds, precipitation, and also cut off those winds this evening as well. So those of you seeing precipitation and or clouds, and everyone seeing the gusty winds, that will all take care of itself in the next few hours. Just a little FYI there. And the reason being, right now we're kind of in between low pressure to our north and east and high pressure to our south and west. And that temperature or that pressure difference gives us what's called a pressure gradient force. Tightly packed isobars, which leads to gusty winds. Those isobars are going to space out this evening, and as a result, the winds will lighten up, and high pressure is going to slide on in with dry weather tonight and through the day tomorrow as well. And I'll get to those details on the whiteboard in just a moment. First, let's run down some birthdays very quickly, shall we? Tony Romo. Not the place for ribs, but the former NFL quarterback and current football analyst. He celebrates his birthday today. Rob Riggle, actor and comedian. Andie MacDowell, the actress. Tony Danza, who's the boss, is 69 years old today. And Queen Elizabeth of United Kingdom, the matriarch of the British royalty. She's celebrating her 94th birthday today. National Library Workers Day today. National Kindergarten Day today. And National Chocolate Covered Cashew Day today as well. So, those are the national days. What do you say we get over to the whiteboard, shall we? Break it all down for you. Let you know what's coming and what you can expect. The website, PittsburghWeatherNow.com. That is where you can find that link to vote for Best of the Berg 2020. That's where you find any and all of the whiteboard weather segments. You can also find the educational articles there, as well as the Pittsburgh Weather Now shop, and much, much more. Links to all of my sponsors, which I always ask you support them whenever possible. Sunset tonight, 5 after 8. Allergy index, trees and grasses are in a moderate range, so if you're sniffling a little bit more, like myself, that would be the reason, one of those two. And as I said before, March times 2. This past March, the average mean temperature, which means the average for the entire month, was 45.6. The mean temperature, and it has been mean so far this April, is 46.1. So at this point, we're just a half a degree above where we were for the entire month of March. Obviously, April should be a step up from March. To this point, it really has not been, and probably won't be, at least temperature-wise, moving forward. Tonight, I know what it looks like outside right now. I know how some precipitation's falling, but trust me when I say it won't be around long. Clearing skies and diminishing winds. 29 the low temperature. Also of note, if you've done, shame on you first, any early season planting, you shouldn't, but if you have, you're going to need to probably cover that stuff up or bring it inside if it's in a pot. 29 though, the low temperature. Then tomorrow, 50 degrees, a mostly sunny sky. You heard me, mostly sunny tomorrow, not a bad day. And then tomorrow night, clouds return, 40 degrees. And then on Thursday, 58 degrees, cloudy, showers. There could be a couple in the morning, but I think they're most numerous in the afternoon on Thursday. That's our wettest period, probably from lunchtime on. Showers will wrap up by Friday morning. In the afternoon, breaks of sunshine right around 60 degrees. And the weekend, which will be the last one of April, mid to upper 50s. Couple afternoon showers on Saturday. Couple showers around on Sunday. So I don't think it's a washout of a weekend, but it's not going to be a totally dry weekend either. There will be a couple of showers around both Saturday and on Sunday. So that is a look at your Tuesday afternoon whiteboard. Tomorrow, all things considered, I guess, looking ahead, probably the best day because we have sunshine, dry skies, and a somewhat respectable temperature of 50 degrees. We'll say that with a tongue in cheek. So there you go. So that is a look at your whiteboard for a Tuesday afternoon. That's all the weather information I have for you today. As always, I thank you for tuning in this afternoon. And as always, I ask that you please share Whiteboard Weather with your Facebook friends and visit the website pittsburghweathernow.com and vote for Best of the Berg 2020. And you could share that link with your Facebook friends as well if you're so inclined. So there you go. I will see you tomorrow morning, 7:30. It's Wake Up Whiteboard Weather. So enjoy the rest of this Tuesday afternoon, and I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a great one, everyone. Peace.